Our breaking news this morning, 2 people have died and at least 24 others are injured after a shooting at a country music festival on the Las Vegas Strip within the last hour.
Well, witnesses have reported hearing rapid-fire gunfire. We've just heard some of that on that clip from the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino, targeting people who are attending the Route 91 festival nearby. Our correspondent Ross King is live in Los Angeles. Ross, an appalling incident. The official reports at the moment saying at least 2 people have died, 24 injured. But looking at those video images, you've got to fear that the casualty toll here may be sadly a lot worse.
Yeah, most certainly. We're hearing of hundreds of shots fired, obviously thousands of people on the Strip, so many people attending what was a country music festival. It got to the final artist on stage. He was performing his final song. People thought at first it was fireworks, then the sad news set in that it was in fact gunfire. We believe some of that coming from around about the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, shooting with an automatic weapon. As we said, hundreds, thousands down below.
Ross, I just want to interrupt you. Ross. Associated Press reporting that the Las Vegas hospital says at least 2 dead, 24 injured, 12 critical after shooting at the music festival. How many hospitals are there in Las Vegas, Ross? Do you know?
I don't know for a fact, but I know certainly there's obviously the one main one, and I think there's another one too. And I know that they were taking many of the injured by police cruisers too, just because the actual size of the incident, and so the ambulance is absolutely full. I also hear that possibly a police officer may also have been shot too. We spoke with one eyewitness earlier on. He gave us this report.
Bullets flying everywhere, everybody running. It was really, really bad.
And you guys said that there were multiple shots fired.
We were the furthest VIP stages away from Mandalay Bay, and they were ricocheting everywhere where we were. So they were firing from somewhere high, and they were unloading clip after clip after clip after clip.
So there was a shooter, you believe?
Multiple shooters.
Multiple shooters.
It has to be.
Now,
Ross, I'm just getting some. Sorry.
It was just, Ross, we were just advising people to be careful about reading reports on social media because we want to avoid unnecessary alarm. But Reuters are reporting that the New York Times is saying Las Vegas police are investigating reports of shooting at other venues on the Strip. Now, if this is even bigger, this is even more terrifying.
Yeah, unbelievable situation at the moment. As we said, you don't want to overreact to what is on social media, but we have been hearing really since the beginning that there certainly was more than one shooter. We're also still hearing unconfirmed reports that one shooter has been found dead in a room at Mandalay Bay. And as I said, as I was driving in and just getting the latest news as well, there were reports of many other incidents at different hotels on the Strip. As we said at the moment, still completely unconfirmed, but there is certainly so much going on there, such a fluid situation, and so much news coming in. But sadly, at the moment, it's all very bad news.
Okay, we're going to get to an eyewitness now, a witness who's in Vegas, Brian Heifner, who we believe is in lockdown somewhere on the Vegas Strip. Mr. Heifner, can you hear us?
I can, yes.
Can you tell me exactly what you have experienced?
I just recently arrived to Vegas today for work, so I was maybe in my room 30 minutes when I started hearing a lot of sirens, and I thought what I was hearing was the semi-brakes or brakes on an 18-wheeler, the air brakes, but I went to look out the window and it started sounding more like gunshots. So that's when I took the video that I posted on Twitter, and I went to the lobby just to see if everything was under control in the hotel, and it was just chaos, people running. I think I saw some people on the ground. I don't know if they were injured or being taken care of. But then people started getting on my elevator to go back up to their rooms and lock themselves in, and I did the same. My room looks over the Strip, so at that point is when things really started getting crazy. There's a stretch Hummer right outside my window that's just sitting on the road. The hood's gone. It looks like it's been shot a lot. And I've been hearing reports of shootings at different hotels. I've been told that there was an active shooter in my hotel at one point, Mandalay Bay, New York, Bellagio. MGM, I heard on the scanner. I have heard on the scanner that there are casualties, and that they, at one point, where didn't have any available ambulances because they were all transporting at the time.
Mr. Hyphen, I'm just reading a report here in the Hollywood Reporter, which says authorities shut down part of the Strip as they pursued the shooter or shooters who were reportedly firing from a balcony at the hotel on Sunday night. Concertgoers reported seeing muzzle flashes from the upper floors of the Mandalay Bay and the sound of automatic gunfire. They saw multiple victims as they fled the gunfire raining down on the concert venue. Some later huddled in the basement of the nearby Tropicana Hotel. Some officers took cover behind their vehicles. Others carrying assault rifles ran into the Mandalay Bay Hotel. On a live feed of the Las Vegas police scanner, officials say witnesses were reporting shots heard at a number of other hotels, including New York, Tropicana, Bellagio and Caesars. But these have turned out, it says here, to be false reports. So obviously a scene of utter chaos and a lot of danger, but as often in these cases, a lot of mistaken reports, people perhaps, hearing things and putting two and two together, getting the wrong conclusion. But what we do know is it confirmed at least 2 people are dead, at least 24 others have been shot. 12 of those people are critically wounded. This happened at around 11:20 p.m. on the Vegas Strip. Obviously, from where you are, have they now cleared the Strip? Is everybody out of there now?
It appears to be mostly clear. I see some police officers and some disabled vehicles. And I know the road's shut down, so there's not much going on. I see occasionally a few stragglers that are kind of walking out in front of the hotel, but not what you would typically see out here.
And obviously, look, I went to Vegas a few weeks ago. Everyone goes to Vegas to party, to have fun, to have a good time. It's the entertainment capital of the world. And yet tonight, utter terror has been brought there. We don't know if it's an act of terrorism, but certainly what has happened is a despicable action by one or more people. What do you feel as an American about what has happened in Las Vegas tonight?
I'm just still in shock. I don't know what's going on, and I'm just trying to make sure I stay safe. I only know the reports I'm hearing, and I don't want the TV on, so my news is coming from the scanner, the police scanner.
Brian, obviously it's an extremely distressing situation for you. You're right there in Las Vegas, and as you say, you're picking up information which is clearly alarming. Do stay safe. What is the advice that police have given to you or hotel staff have given to you about looking after yourself right now?
I haven't spoken to the hotel staff. I haven't received any calls from them yet, and I'm pretty sure that they would have a lot going on down there in the lobby in the casino.
The Las Vegas Police Department have put out a statement confirming one suspect is down. This is an active investigation. Again, please do not head down to the Strip at this time. So the Las Vegas Strip, which is about just 8 minutes past midnight now in Las Vegas, normally would be teeming with tens of thousands of people, has now been evacuated. Many reports coming in of other incidents. All of those are unconfirmed. What we do know is at least one shooter operating from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel Resort there, big casino resort in Las Vegas at the airport end of the Strip. Appears to have opened fire with automatic gunfire, automatic rifles of some sort, on a very large crowd of people watching an open-air festival. We have another eyewitness now who is joining us, Forbes Riley, who witnessed it from a balcony, I believe. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, can you tell me exactly what you've witnessed, please, tonight?
So I'm sitting up here. Actually, I'm a television host, and we had a lovely party with a guy from Shark Tank, and we literally went out to the balcony at the Mandalay Bay. You can see the big sign to the left, and we were taking photos against the skyline of Las Vegas, and we thought we heard massive, fireworks. And somebody said, no, it's shooting, and there's people running. And it took us a very, very long time to put it together that what we were actually witnessing, and we have video of this, is right on top of the concert. You can see it well on the 36th floor, and massive gunfire. Apparently, it was not just a shooter, and we don't know any of that. And they ushered us all in here. We're still here at the foundation, and there's about 150 of us, partygoers. And as soon as it happened, the gentleman came running through with guns, going, "Oh, get down, get down!" And at that moment, you're thinking, "Oh my God," because the rumor happened that the gunman is in the Mandalay Bay. We all took cover. We all hid behind things. Turns out it was the SWAT guys, actually, and we're probably fine. But there's helicopters everywhere. You can see the entire strip. I've never seen this before. Obviously, no one ever has. All of Las Vegas Strip is just, expiring car sirens.
We know that
like there's no traffic.
We know that 2 people have been confirmed dead. 24 more, at least, have been wounded, of which 12 are believed to be critical. That's the Associated Press reporting that. But clearly, from the video images that we've been seeing, there were hundreds of bullets that were fired down on this crowd. So there must be fears that the casualty toll is going to rise significantly. Were you able to see how many people may have been hit? Were there lots of people just lying around afterwards? What was the scene like that you could see?
Concert. I can actually at some point go back out and look, but there were people everywhere on the ground. The gunfire was so massive that it had to have been fireworks, because I've never heard gunfire like that. So the number of casualties and people who are truly hurt, we have no idea at this moment. We know they came storming through the Mandalay Bay looking for the shooter. I mean, it was the most bizarre thing I've ever heard. And now we're hearing the shootings at the Bellagio, and they closed down Fremont Street. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, there are lots of reports about other incidents at other hotels, other resorts. None of these have been independently confirmed at the moment, but we do know the Las Vegas police have now cleared the Las Vegas Strip completely, and they are warning everybody who is in Las Vegas to stay away from the Strip. If you do have family and friends out there, they are not to go down to the Strip. It's an active investigation, which suggests the police fear there may be more than one shooter, although that remains at this stage unconfirmed. But what we do know, as you can see from these images, there were thousands of people that were attending this open-air concert at the Mandalay Bay. It's one of the big resort casinos in Las Vegas. It's towards the airport end of the Strip. And if this is some kind of terror attack, then it's a very big one, and it remains, as we can see, an active one.
Las Vegas police confirmed on a tweet that one suspect is down. They say this is an active investigation. Please do not head down to the Strip at this time. We've had a local hospital spokesperson saying that 2 people have died and 24 are injured. And a report from Reuters says that the hospital spokesman has said 14 of the people who were taken to hospital after the shooting are in a critical condition.
Well, we were going to interview superstar Mariah Carey right now, just about general stuff in her life, her career. Mariah is there, but Mariah, I don't even know if you're aware of this breaking news. We're going to talk to Mariah, actually, I think, in a minute.
She's just finished. Mariah Carey has just finished a residency at Caesars Palace in Las Vegas. Knows the city as a result, of course, extremely well.
I think we can see Mariah now. I think she's joining us live now from her home. Mariah, thank you so much for joining us. I don't know if you're aware of the breaking news, but there's been a massive gun attack in Las Vegas tonight within the last hour, with a shooter raining down rapid-fire gunfire on thousands of concert goers who were attending an open-air festival at the Mandalay Bay Resort, an outdoor concert.
The Route 91 Country Festival.
I know, Mariah, you've had residency at Caesars Palace, I believe, in Vegas. But I know you weren't aware of this before you've just come on air, but what is your immediate reaction to what I've just told you?
I mean, it's just what everybody's gut reaction would be, which is this is horrible, and I pray for the victims, and I hope this, have they caught the shooter yet? Or
Apparently, one shooter
Do you
is
guys
confirmed.
know?
One shooter is confirmed dead. He was found on the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay hotel, and apparently police stormed the room. They shot the shooter. They reportedly found a number of high-powered rifles there, and it would appear that that shooter, either operating alone or with others, has shot down, and we've seen lots of video footage of this, has shot down, raining hundreds of bullets on the crowd that was watching the open-air concert.
Wow, that's awful. I just hope, I pray for the victims, and I hope that all this can stop as soon as possible. I've spent a lot of time in Vegas, and this type of thing happening anywhere is a huge tragedy. So I continue to pray for the victims and hope we have an end to this as soon as possible.
Mariah, you've played in Vegas many times. You know that at this time of night it would be massively busy. So what is your reaction, just on a human level, to concert goers, fans of music, people who love performers like yourself, who've just gone and paid money to watch people perform on stage being targeted? We don't know who's targeted them. We can't make any assumptions, but just your reaction on a human level to people that enjoy music being targeted in this way.
It's terrible because people are just going out to listen to music, and that's what they want to do, and they're really, it's just, they're out for the night, and then something shocking like this happens, and nobody could have expected it, and it's just wrong. I don't know what to say.
Right, it's an ongoing story. It's obviously a massive story. That's not why you were appearing on our program. I think what we're going to do is take a break, and we're going to speak to you in that break about how we should go forward. But obviously you'd understand better than most that this is a big breaking story in America, and we need to work out exactly what's been going on there. So we'll talk to you in a minute or two.
Horrific situation in Las Vegas as a shooter opened fire on thousands of people, wounding at least 24. 2 are dead. 14 of those being treated in hospital, we're told, are in a critical condition. An eyewitness reported that the gunman opened fire. Clip after clip after clip was emptied. We've heard from eyewitnesses this morning. We can talk to another. Andy Williamson is in the Bellagio Hotel, which is on lockdown. Andy, it sounds like there are lots of rumours or reports locally that this situation is not over. What are you hearing?
Hi guys, how you doing? All right. Well, we actually have been in lockdown in the Bellagio probably for about the last 3/4 of an hour, but they've actually now told us that we're all good to go and we can now leave.
And what are they saying about the Strip? Because we were told by Las Vegas police people were being told to stay away.
Well, actually, we've just been told we can get out, so I haven't actually got as far as to reach the police. I saw the police out the front of the Bellagio, and they told us to run in and get down into the ballrooms to sort of hide. But now everyone's being let out. Andy,
what did you experience at 7 o'clock or just after it, our time, just an hour or so ago?
Must admit, we walked on the Strip about 11:15, and we saw a lot of people crowd around the bar. We couldn't figure out why, and then I saw on the TV screen the news saying shooting from the Mandalay.